everyone, this is Joanne and welcome to Pinkfresh Fridays. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And before you go, just remember that in the description box below is a list of all of my friends participating in Pinkfresh Fridays. So please do hop along and check out everybody's designs. They're so fantastic. And like and subscribe to everyone, including me, if you would like to. I appreciate it. I am going to pull out the brand new Pinkfresh Studio Lovely Blooms. Oh my God, I'm in love with this collection. Yes, I am. Okay, can we please talk about this? Look at her. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this child. This is my great niece, in case you haven't been here before. Every single time I look at a picture of her, she looks different, and she's so funny. She's getting taller and skinnier, and she's really tan right now from the summer, and her hair is a little bit lighter here, and oh my goodness gracious, I get to see her tomorrow too, so I'm so excited. Anyways, enough of that. So this is a 4x6 photo, but all it was on this side was like the wall next to the barn door that they have in one of their living rooms, and I just cut it down a little bit, okay? And then I took 2 pieces of paper, and I thought that instead of backing it with 2 pieces of paper, normally I would offset them like this. I just think that would look cute. Look at this paper, it's so pretty. You could fussy cut this out or take a craft knife like this and then tuck your picture in. That would be really cute too. All right, so this is going to be a quick, easy, simple layout. It is not going to be complicated at all. So I'm going to think about, where do I want this? And I'm going to use the really cool lines on here just to make sure that my papers are straight. And then there's lines here for me to make sure that my paper is straight too. So win-win for me. I'm going to just have a little bit of that green showing. Put this here like that. And I want to do just a little bit of stencil work. Not a lot, just a little bit. So I pulled out this Bramble Fox stencil. I'll link it below. I love it. It's just got this really cool design on it. And I just want a little bit peeking out, not a lot, because I don't want to do a ton of mixed media on this. So I'm thinking maybe just a little bit right there, right here. And I will put that there. And then come in with my ink. And I picked out Catherine Pooler Melon Ice. Now, I hope that I didn't pick the wrong color. I'm going to go very lightly on this. And what I like to do, sometimes just put a little bit in the cover, just so when you do your first swipe, it isn't so harsh. And again, I am totally not doing this whole thing. I'm just doing a very, very little bit. I'm rubbing lightly because I don't want dark impressions. Okay, so there's the stenciling. Very, very subtle. I did not want it to be really bright and bold. I just wanted a very small hint of it. So the next thing I'm going to do, if I can find any of my stuff, is I'm going to stamp just a tiny, tiny bit. Music notes, recollections, so that means I picked this up at Michael's. And I'm going to do, oh, sorry, that was loud, 2nd generation stamping, because again, I want this to be very light and not dark at all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a piece of scratch paper, because then I can use this scratch paper on something else. I can totally use that, right? Super pretty. I'm just going to put it right here. If I can get it in my hands. And again, I just want a little bit. I'm just kind of holding it. I'm not pressing super hard. And I just let the ink soak into the paper a little bit for a couple seconds. And then I'm going to pull up. Very light. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy. All right, and let me check again exactly where I want my placement. I think that I want it to be the corner of that to hit right over here, like so. So I'll make sure that it's straight. And then I'll come in with this. Make sure that is straight as well. And then this, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. See how light and beautiful that is? I didn't want it to be too bold, so let's go ahead and stick this down. This is going to be a very fun, quick video. And you can feel free to scrap lift the idea, the concept of it. Okay. Look at that. Pretty, right? I wanted this piece of paper to pick up on this super cute dress that she's wearing. So again, I'm using the lines. That's too much in this paper to make sure that this is straight, and that makes it easier. You could just get your T-square ruler out if you wanted to. And I do think that I am going to put the photo on foam, but not the background, oh excuse me, the papers for the backings, because I was thinking, look at these beautiful chipboard frames. I want to tuck those in there, because if I use this frame right here, it'll bring in some of the pink of these flowers. So let's get that out. Oops. And see how it looks. So I'll just lift up like this and say, yep, super pretty. I love it. So I will put this to the side so I don't stick to anything. And then go ahead and put my picture down in the middle there. Like so. Alright. Make sure I'm straight. That looks pretty good. Yep. Okay. Now, I will take this and just cut it right in half. And that way I can use it on both sides. And I'm probably going to have to take some of it off because honestly, I really just want this part of it. So let me cut that down even further. I did it off to the side because knowing my luck, the piece that had the adhesive on it would stick to my photo. Alright, so tweezers. That's easier for me. Thinking I want it up a little bit higher because I'm going to put a floral cluster right here. Okay, I'm gonna go for that. That looks super cute. And then put that one over here. So again, I'll just take that whole middle piece out because we really don't need it. And then cut some of this other part off. And again, I'm only doing it over to the side because I know that I will end up having it stick right to my photo. And then I'm thinking in my mind to center it between here and here. Instead of doing that, I would do it right in the middle like this. That's just what I'm thinking, and I'm doing this upside down because it would be easier for me to see and get it in there properly. And I do like the little notches on it because then you can see the green paper. And that looks straight. I want this to be cornered over here. I don't want it to hit her or her dress at all, so I was thinking about doing that. So that means I'd have to put foam squares underneath there. And then just take this and tuck it in like so. I wouldn't want, to me, to have it like this and then have this weird space right here between the frame and this. So if I tilt it just a little bit, try it again, and then have this smaller flower cover that awkward space right there. And I could put this on a foam square, and I think that looks better. That's just the way I think, so I'm just kind of talking out loud to you. I'm going to stick that in there like that. Then I was thinking I'm going to put this in here, but it's just too big. So I'm just going to alter my ephemera. Do not ever hesitate to do that because then you can make it be whatever it needs to be for your layout. So I just want the top of these flowers. and I can save this for later. There's no reason why I can't use that on something else. So put that there, and then have this just coming out a little bit. See how it looks better, just a little bit smaller, like so. Have that coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this a little bit too, because it's just a little bit too big. All right, there we go. Okay guys, so I think we need a little something here. So I found a tab, a sentiment, and a floral. I'm trying to think the best way to get this up here. Let's see here. Something like this. And then put the tab on top of the flower. Like that. A little bit. And then maybe put this. And that could sort of serve like our title, I guess. Keep growing, why not? So cute. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Put a little something up there. Then I found this banner on the chipboard where I got the frame from. It's got that nice blue in it that's over here, so bringing some more of this blue over here, and it just says love you in gold, I guess gold foil lettering. So that brings some blue into all three areas. Okay guys, now we're gonna go in with the puffies. Aren't these puffies everything? I love them. I just want to look around and see if there's anything. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a cake. Looks like a cake. Look at you. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. Let me get my tweezers. I wonder if I could put that right there. I think so. I'm doing it. I'm going to put some glue just so it doesn't pop up. That sentiment is just too perfect. I have these enamel dots, but I also thought these and maybe some gold splatters, but I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm thinking that these would look really pretty and it would give the layout some sparkle and shine. Look at my new Pinkfresh gem picker. Ooh, I love it. It's so pretty. And it works really well too. So if we did some of these, let me get a tiny one. There's got to be a tiny one in here. I don't see a tiny one. I like to do like 3 different sizes. Let me just grab some and see if I can come up with a tiny one. There's one. Okay. All right. So there's a big one, a medium, and then we'll do a tiny one. There. And now you know why I do those off camera, because it's a pain. But it's so worth it. So, yeah. I am thinking those instead of the enamel dots, because I just think that that would bring a lot of sparkle to the layout. Okay, so I have all the gold Pinkfresh pearls, I guess you want to call them, glued down. I put a couple in the little flowers. I'll bring this up close. I didn't do it everywhere, it's just in certain spots. Here, 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 and then just a little bit up there. And then I'm going to come in with some Shimmerz Paints Color Splash Gold Digger. This is the best acrylic paint ever. I'll link it below. And if you do want to place an Shimmerz Paints order, if you leave my name in the comment box, you'll get a free gift, which is usually a pot of paint. Okay, so I'm going to cover her up with that scrap we used earlier to do a 2nd generation stamp. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some gold splatters right just around like the embellishment cluster area, and small splatters, just a few. And then I'll put some up here. Let me turn my paper because I don't want it to be over the word. These splatters are amazing because honestly they dry a little dimensional and they're so cool. So over the, keep going. Okay, I think that's good. I'll put some here in the little small mixed media area that we have. And then I'm going to put a whole bunch over here just to tie it together. And I think that gold splatters look really, really good on florals. And I like how there's some small and then just a couple big ones just came out. That looks cool. Well, it looks like I put it everywhere, doesn't it? But I'm good with that. All right, I'm going to stop before I do too many. Put my top back on here. This is a simple, easy layout where you let the pattern paper from the collection do all the work for you and only add a few small strategically placed elements onto your layout. And this took no time at all. Very, very small amount of time. So there's the little keep growing cluster. So cute, a little bit of the mixed media right there, some splatters. Here's this one. And I'll let you look at this beautiful paper. But see what I'm saying about there's some dimension in those splatters, and it's going to stay like that too. This acrylic color splash paint from Shimmerz does not soak into the paper, so it'll stay that way. And then just a couple of those little beads over there, right? Cute. And yep, they're dry now. I'm just checking. Okay, and leaving you with that super cuteness right there. I can't even. Okay guys, I'm going to put close-ups at the end, and like I mentioned at the beginning, please go to the description box, visit all my friends that are in the Pinkfresh Fridays hop, where we celebrate once a month our love for Pinkfresh Studio collections, and like and subscribe to everyone if you would please. I hope that you have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by to see me. Have a good day. Bye.